Section 3, it says displaying data in a plot line, similar to what we've been doing before. Okay? So it says measure to the nearest 4-inch. Quarter inch, sorry, not 4-inch. So the nearest quarter inch, okay? So look at number 1. I start at 0, go all the way across. This one is about right here. Let me draw a line like here. So how much is the number 1? Look at the screen. How much is number 1? It's past at least 2, right? Yes? 2 and 3 1/4. Okay, just watch. You don't have to write anything. Okay. Now number 2, I have here roughly about, how long is that one? It's past 2, right? So I know that's the whole number. What's the fraction after that? If this is 3/4, then this is 2/4, then this is 1/4. There's 2 and 1/4. Okay. And then this one is right here. What's number 3? It's past 2, so that's the whole number. And it's halfway between 2 and 3. 2 1/2. All right. So Brian records, go to page 561. Brian records the lengths of his earthworms in the table below. Draw a line plot using Brian's data. Okay. So here's his data right here. You can use a number line to help you begin to draw the line plot. So draw this for me first. Don't worry about writing that, but just draw this for me first. Because if I go back, okay, I got to go by halves. Well, actually, quarters would be good. Okay, and then figure out, and this is his worms right here. So start off like this first. So draw this number line for me. So this would be your number line. Now look, go back to this. So let's see. How many worms have 1.5 inch? Actually, how many worms have 1/4 inch? Just one, right? Yes? Just one? Okay, then go back to here. Here's 1/4. That's the shortest worm, so there should be an X right there. Okay. And then if you go back to here, how many have 1/2 inch? How many worms have 1/2 inch? Look at your chart on page 561. How many? I see 1/2 inch right here, and I see another. Do I see any more? No. So that means I'm going to have, there's only 1/4, 1 1/4, and 2 worms that are 1/2 inch, right? So what's the next one? Are there any worms that have 1 3/4? How many? How many? 1. So there's only 1 X up here. How many have 2 inches? How many worms are 2 inches long, guys? Look at your chart. How many? 1. Look at your chart. Okay. Do I have any worms that are 2 1/4? No. How many worms are 2.5 inches? There's actually two. And then there's only one worm that has 2 3/4. So it should look something like that. Okay, another way to do it is just using a chart like this. Each X represents a worm, right? There's only one worm that's 1 1/4 inch. Two worms are 1.5 inch. Three worms are 1 3/4. There's only one worm that's 2 inches long. Two worms that are 2.5 inches long, and then one worm that is 2 3/4 long. So you could display it as a number line or as a chart. Okay. Says complete the scale numbers on the line below, plot line below. Use a 1/4 inch. So go to page 563. Okay. Oh, by the way, you're gonna need this chart too. So how many worms did he measure altogether? Count all the X's that you see on your chart. How many? 8. And where he says complete the scale to fourths, right? So this would be 1/4. Whoops. 1/4. What comes next? 2/4. What comes next? 3/4. Okay, then I have 1. But the next one is I'm not going to do 5/4. Okay, it's going to be 1 1/4. Here I have 1 2/4. Then I have 1 3/4. Here I'm going to have 2. I'm going to write it up here. 2 1/4. Then you have 2 2/4. Okay, or a half. And then 2 3/4 goes in the next line. That's how you will label them. It says there will be an X on the line plot for each worm. If 2 or more worms are the same length, the X's will be drawn one above the other. So like this. X is right above the other. Okay. How many X's will there be on the plot line? You just said it. How many? How many X's altogether? 8. Okay. How many worms are 1/4 inch long? Look at the chart of the previous question. 1. So you're going to draw an X above the 1 1/4, which is right here. How many worms are 1.5? 2. So you're going to draw that many X's above 1.5, which is right here, which is actually 1.5 or 1 2/4. So 2 X's above there. Okay. Okay, I want to give you time to do everything else. So